Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to 12 Days of Beauty with me. If you don't know, I'm posting 12 videos every day for the 12 days leading up to Christmas, including some really amazing holiday looks, and that is what I have in store for you today. I came up with this kind of cranberry, like sparkling cranberry look. It kind of reminds me of like cocktails and just like a holiday party. I think this would be stunning. It's really bright and festive, and I think it's really like sultry. So I'm really excited for this one, and yeah, I'm going to show you how I did it, and if you're interested, just keep watching. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and start with my eyes first, just because it's going to be probably a little bit messy. We're working with like reds and pinks and stuff. So first I'm going to go ahead and prime with my MAC Painterly paint pot, just to get like a really clean base. I'm going to go ahead and just set that with a powder. Just any powder will do. Just so we have really clean lines. And for today's looks, I'm going to go in with mostly the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette and then maybe a little bit of the original. Mine is disgusting. I have like the OG packaging and everything for the first one, so don't mind that. So yeah, we're basically going to focus on like reds and pinks, so this one will be really good, and then I might have to dip into the other one just for something, but we'll see how far this one gets us, but this looks beautiful. I have used it before, of course. Alright, I think first I'm just going to go in with this top shade, Perfectionist. It's this shade right here, and it's just like a, excuse my nails, it's just like a mid-tone, like beigey transition shade, so I'm just going to start with that just to give us a little bit of like building so we don't go in right away with all those bright colors. So I'm just going to be applying this in my crease, and it has a little bit of like a peachy undertone, which I think will be pretty with like the cranberry tones as well. Hopefully you can see that. Alright, next with that very same brush, I'm going to go into this shade called Dance Party. It's like a kind of like deeper pink shade, and I'm going to take that with the same brush very, very lightly, like very lightly, and tap off everything, and slowly, like very lightly, light pressure, start putting that in my crease as well. And I'm going to kind of go between both eyes just so I don't get too much pigment at once. Alright, so right now we have just a little bit of a pink crease going on, looking very 80s. We're not going down that road. It'll get better, I promise. Alright, taking this shade right here, it's called Heart On. This is like a slightly pinkier red. Again, it's a matte shade. I'm going to take it on that same brush, the same exact way that we did the other one. Tap it off. And I'm going to put it in the crease as well, and I'm going to let this one kind of go on the lid as well, but we're just going to start slow. With these shades, to kind of get the perfect tone, you're just going to be building them a bunch, unless you have like an eyeshadow in mind that you think is like perfect. But for me, I'm just going to be building back and forth between like pinks and reds to get that perfect cranberry shade, and then we're going to go in with like some kind of like more shimmery shades too. Alright, so just blending that shade kind of in the lid and then into that pink color on the crease. And don't worry about the outer corner because we haven't done our makeup yet, so we can clean all of that up at the end. Alright. Switching to kind of more of like a packer brush, I'm going to take that same, those two colors I used, so Dance Party and Heart On, and I'm going to be applying them more so on the lid. So just applying those like all over the lid, kind of packing them on to get more of a all over effect. This is looking really bright and scary. We are going to tone it down. It's going to become more like sultry and glam and festive. Right now we'd be really perfect for like an 80s theme party. But that's not where we're going. It's Christmas. Alright, taking a little tiny blending brush, like a really thin one, I'm going to go in with these two shades right here. Oh Hello and Crazy. They're kind of both like some burgundy, like deeper purpley red shades. So I'm going to mix those, and then I'm going to start doing like the outer and inner corner. We'll take a little bit of the shade Next as well. That's just right on top of Crazy. It's the same kind of vibe. And I'm just going to start doing that on the outer corners. And really applying the product first, just like patting it, and then once I don't have a lot of product left, then we can start blending. Going back in with that big fluffy brush and just blending away. Purples are kind of hard to work with sometimes, so just be really patient, start slow, build it up. Going back in with that next shade, it's just a little bit more red than the others, and I think for Cranberry it's going to work perfect. So I'm just tapping that along my lash line and up into the lower, like the outer V area. Just trying to make the outer edge not look as like sloppy as it does right now. Alright, I'm going to take those same deeper colors and just pop them right in the inner corner. Kind of holding my brush at like an angle like this, just so I don't get like a black eye effect. Okay, back in with that first shade. Going back in with that first shade we used, Perfectionist. It's kind of just like the beigey shade, and I'm just going to clean up the edges just to make sure we have some nicer lines to work with. And also going in with that brush that we used before for the lid, I'm just going to kind of tap on the darker areas just to make sure they're blending all right. They're not looking exactly like I would like them, but I'm not too worried about it. Alright, I was going to do concealer for the center part, but I think I want the effect of like the shimmer sitting on top, so those tones really are coming out. So I'm going to start first with the shade Empowered from the Volume 2 palette. I'm going to get my brush wet and apply that into the center of the lid between those darker shades that we applied and see how that looks. I'm probably going to go in with something lighter as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to the center. Oh, this is pretty. And I'm going to apply it above the crease as well. So we are going to go in with like a lighter shade kind of on top, or more so in the center, to highlight this, but I just think this shade is like so pretty. It's so like holiday to me. Just like so festive and such a fun color. You know what I wish I had right now? I wish I had Too Faced glitter glue. I don't know if the formula's changed. I haven't used that since high school, but that used to be my favorite way to apply like shimmery eyeshadows, was applying the Too Faced glitter glue, because it wasn't like sticky like other glitter glues. And we are going to go ahead and clean up the inner and outer edges, don't worry. Taking those darker colors, I'm just going to go ahead and like press, mostly in the inner corner because I feel like we lost it there. Okay, so before I moved on, I just took a fluffy brush and went ahead and like cleaned up the crease because it looked a little spotty. And I'm going to go in with my original Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to be using the shade... I have like such the old one that I had to like tape the shade names there. I'm going to be using the shade Sissy, which is like this like gold pink, kind of like a rose gold color. And I'm going to be applying it the exact same way with my little tiny brush. I'm just going to flip it over and wet the brush with it. And then I'm just going to apply it, like kind of turn the brush and apply it straight down the center. Oh yeah. That's cute. And I'm just going to kind of spot the brush. And that's kind of the look it's going to give. So it's just like a straight down line down the center, and then you kind of just like tap it out on each side just to make sure it blends. I'm going to go back in with that Empowered shade, which is that first shimmery shade we went, and then kind of just do the outskirts. At this point, we're not really avoiding the outer and inner. We're just kind of like making sure there's like depth there, but it's not like a traditional halo eye, I guess you could say, where we're like only putting shimmer in the middle. So I'm just going to kind of do the outside of that Sissy color with that beautiful Empowered shade. Going back in with my big fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend whatever kind of needs blending. We're not done. We're just going to go ahead and move on with the rest of the face, and then we're going to come back to this. Ooh, this is going to be a long video. Right, for my skin, I'm going with my Rare Beauty primer. As usual, I just kind of did it on my microphone a little bit. That's fine. And I want this look to be full coverage, but really glowy. Because I feel like the Cranberry just kind of reminds me of like a cocktail. That's kind of what I'm going off of right now. So, I don't know, just sparkly and bubbly. For my foundation, I'm going to go in with the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Illumination? Is that what it's called? And I'm going to try applying this with a brush first, and then we're going to see how it goes. I think I usually do it with my beauty blender, and I don't remember ever like loving this. So I'm going to see if maybe with the brush. Ooh, it is really glowy. I don't know what I expected. This has a weird smell. It has like an orange smell, which I guess isn't weird, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of like crazy fragrance in my makeup. Ooh. Blonde hair con, getting makeup all over your hair and then it turning orange, am I right? It's just the best. Yeah, my hairline's gonna be orange, but that's fine. I feel like this isn't looking good. I'm gonna go with my beauty blender. I'm actually gonna spritz it with some makeup setting spray. Yeah, right now I'm not looking the best. I'm gonna dab everything in with my beauty blender. I feel like it was just like way too much, and I only did one pump, I think. It looks really heavy, which I wasn't really going for. Okay, I guess the right way to do it is with the beauty sponge because it looks a lot better. Still looks pretty heavy, I think. Like, it didn't give like maybe not heavy in the coverage. Like, it did give coverage, definitely. But it just looks like foundation, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but we'll see. I feel like I need to put this on my neck. Take the brush and kind of just drag whatever's left because I know this doesn't match. Alright, foundation done. I'm going to go in with my Becca Under Eye Corrector, and I'm going to put it right in the like tear duct area and then underneath. And this will kind of help brighten up any kind of black eye effect we gave ourselves. And I'm not even going to actually blend it. I'm going to take my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, apply this under the eyes as well and anywhere else I need it. Probably I'm just going to do like some highlight areas because that foundation's a little dark for me. And I'm going to take my beauty sponge and blend everything together. and you can kind of sharpen up that line on the outer corner. You could do whatever shape you want. I'm just going to kind of like wing it out and make like a sharp edge with the eyeshadow, just because I feel like that looks really clean and nice for my eye shape. Alright, I'm definitely looking a little cakey right now, and my favorite way to fix that is my Milk Hydro Drip Set and Refresh Spray. So you kind of just shake it up. And then I think something's wrong with my sprayer. It was completely fine when I bought it, and now I think it's like clogged or something. So I can definitely feel like one little like it missed for the most part. I can feel like one little splash. So I let that dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and set it just a little bit with my powder just to make sure everything's even for anything I put on top. But this will really help to like decakify my face, especially since I'm a little bit more dry. I'm going to go up a little bit more. Taking my ambient lighting powder and ethereal just a little bit and then just tap it all over my face. For contour, I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow Duo. And I'm just going to apply this how I usually do. Alright, we're all contoured. And now for blush, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Cream Blush in Summertime Wine. I find these are fine to put on top of light powder. They blend fine. So I'm going to take that with a little stipple brush. You don't need a bunch. They're pretty pigmented, but they blend out really easily. So I'm going to take this. It's just a really nice berry tone, and I thought it would be really nice for what we've got going on the eyes. So I'm going to put that right on top of my contour. And in like kind of like a really subtle way, I'm kind of like blending this into the eyeshadow in a way, because it's like more of that cranberry tone. For the eyes, under eye, we're going to go in with Dance Party right here, and I'm just going to tightly line the bottom lash line with that. Alright, and to finish off our little look, I'm going to take the shade I'm in It, which is this really pretty white duochrome. It looks pink because I've kind of dipped my brushes into it and got it dirty, but it's like a duochrome, like white pink. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this, wet the brush per usual, and I'm going to put this in the very center of my lid just to add a little bit more light. At this point, we have so many eyeshadows on the lid. I don't know if it's going to do anything. This is also going to add a little bit more of like a pink. So hopefully, yeah, I think that worked. I'm also going to put this in the inner corner. Right, I'm not going to do liner with this look, so I'm going to go apply my mascara, lashes, and brows. Alright, I went ahead and did my brows and my lashes. My lashes are the Ardell L Curl Extension Effects. I don't know, I just found them. And I decided instead of the inner corner, I think it's a little too pink. So I'm going to go ahead and take that Sissy color, the kind of like pinky gold, and I'm going to apply that instead. Just to give this more of like a cranberry, like goldy, I don't know. I just feel like the pink was not. Yeah, I'm going to go in with MAC Subculture Lip Pencil, and I'm going to put that kind of all over. I'm going to go in with this Maybelline lipstick called Nude Lust and just apply that all over. Alright, you guys, so that is it. This is my Cranberry holiday makeup. really bright, really fun, but I feel like it's so festive and like kind of sexy. I think these colors are just really sexy and sultry, and I think they're really beautiful, and I really like it. I like the little hint of sparkle, and it's really just like an easy look to do. You can just kind of play around with it and do whatever you like. Just keep layering on colors and then cover them with shimmer. It's really simple, and yeah, I think it looks really good with my eye color. And you can totally match the lips. I think that would be stunning, but I have another look that I'm going to do with a lip kind of this color, so I wanted to keep it more nude, more wearable. But yeah, I really like it. If you guys liked it, please like and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell, because I will be posting my 12 days of beauty. Don't know which order this one's going up in, but we will see. But yeah, I'm posting 12 days of beauty, like kind of like 12 days of Christmas. So the 12 days leading up to Christmas, I will be posting a video every single day with some holiday looks, some not holiday looks, things like that, really fun. And I have some really beautiful holiday looks in store, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!